Hi folks, Puffin here with your Antifa News Briefa for September 10th, 2021. Go Joe! This is going to be the in for a penny, in for a pound edition because Joe is in for some pennies. He's got the vaccine mandate as of yesterday and really just in the last 2 weeks ended the war in Afghanistan. Could be, should be, let's make it the last war ever. So the end of war. We're ending war now. War itself can come to an end. And we're going to do it. But of course, the war that you're in has to come to an end first. So go Joe. We ended the war in Afghanistan. I'm a huge Bernie supporter. But I got to say, I don't know that Bernie could have done it better. The things that Joe Biden hasn't done yet, arresting Trump and packing the Supreme Court. Things that are going to need to be done, and he hasn't done them yet. But Joe Biden's good about saying we can do things in a time and place of our choosing. Now, he's in for a penny, in for a pound. That means you're already getting all the blowback from ending the war in Afghanistan. And let's look at that for a second. Well, let me do in for a penny, in for a pound first. You're already getting the blowback for Afghanistan, already getting the blowback for the vaccine mandate. Go ahead and take on the blowback for Supreme Court as well. You pack the Supreme Court, and yeah, they can't get any madder than they already are. They can't vote you out any harder than they already can, and they can't. They don't have the numbers. But what if you don't even want a second term? It seems like holding out on the Supreme Court, and maybe it's just, letting the commission do their work, and you are going to pack the Supreme Court like in a month or two or by next year. The cynic in me, the concern that I have, is that what if you're like, okay, our commission came back, our report came back, and you're going to need to reelect me in order to expand the Supreme Court. We don't need that. We don't need to wait for that. And you don't need to wait for that. You'll get accolades. You'll be respected and adored for helping save America from the fascists. That includes packing the Supreme Court or removing Trump's traitorous appointees. Again, it would be setting a new precedent, but you can do it. You're awesome, and you're doing awesome, and you'll keep doing awesome. And I would love to have you for a second term as well. Nothing against a second term of Joe Biden. No real fear, Bernie can have his turn after that. But I love the idea that you can do all this stuff in the first term, and they can gin up the blowback. They can, orchestrate the blowback like they do for critical race theory or like they do for masks. They can orchestrate that blowback, and then you can take it, Joe Biden, but say, hey, I'm endorsing Bernie for 2024 anyway. So everything you have to say against me, not really going to get you any traction. To me, that would be an awesome play because it restores democracy. It makes you a hero. Now, this works whether Biden actually gets negativity for these awesome decisions he's making or whether he gets the full credit and respect. Even if the people are like, yes, Biden, you've saved us. You're great. We want you for a second term. He's like, I did what I wanted to do in my first term. I knocked it out of the park. It would still make him a hero to say, and I want to endorse Bernie for 2024. Again, this isn't just some crazy love for Bernie. This is just because Bernie did bring this awareness and bring this movement together and deserves a turn at the White House and deserves for these ideals to have the force of the office behind implementing them. And just Bernie, we love him. But gotta say, I love Joe in this too. And I'm not blaming him for going slow on arresting Trump. That's got to take its time. I'm not blaming him for even not having a mask mandate because through conversation with my mom, I realized that there's going to be resistance, and he did what he could. And a mask mandate, even for schools, while it would take pressure off local school boards, which needs to be done, we also just need to deal with that at the local level. Maybe show up and support the school boards to put the pressure on the people who are trying to terrorize them. And don't leave that up to Joe Biden, because that would be seen as overreach or something like that that would give them more complaint. I can understand that now. At first I was thinking, are they only holding back on an obvious necessary mask mandate to let these people keep making fools of themselves? Because it's dangerous. We don't need to let that continue even to score political points or to show how bad they are. Or just like you don't need to let Trump continue floundering out there and orchestrating an insurrection just to see how close he gets to be able to charge him for greater charges. You can charge him for what he's already got. But the point being that you do have to work within certain perceptions, and they have shifted the perception so much against masks and stuff like that. You got to take what you can get and progress from there. And you're going to be saving lives by making the vaccine mandate. Some people are going to whine about, you're trying to save my life. But then once their life is saved, or once their family's life is saved, or once the good starts coming from it, people will appreciate and understand. Not everybody. Some people are going to be stuck on their brainwashed stupidity. But people will appreciate and understand it, and will love Joe Biden for it, which would make it even more powerful for him to say, and to respect democracy, to respect the will of the people, I want to endorse Bernie in 2024 and AOC in 2028, because we need a woman president as soon as possible, but Bernie deserves a turn, and he is old. Give him a turn soon. But I do feel like he'll be fine. He'll be of sharp mind in 6 more years too. But it would be nice for Bernie to be president in 2024. It would be nice because it would make Biden such a grandfatherly hero that he already is, but it would cement that in history. It would honor him and honor democracy to say, hey, I want to pass the torch. With good ideas, anybody can do this because the ideas are good for everybody and they work. And people can put different spins and directions and twists on them. But we're all in this together, and a good president, a good leader can bring everybody together. Super excited about President Joe calling Xi from China. I do feel like he's the greatest leader this world's ever seen, from what I understand. And we can work together and save the world. Start the trajectory where our countries unite all countries, and we save the world. So just very excited about it. I feel like, again, in for a penny, in for a pound. You've already ended the war in Afghanistan, possibly ending all war, and you've made the vast mandate. Go ahead and pack the Supreme Court. Let's go ahead and protect the country, protect our rights. Back to that idea about ending the war. In ending the war, it's also revealed all these Trumpers whining and saying, oh, the Taliban's winning. Look how great the Taliban's doing, and cheering on the Taliban. And it shows that they never cared about the military and they never cared about the soldier. All they ever cared about was white supremacy and their brand of being able to force their ideas on other people. And we don't need that anymore. The ideas that have to be forced are not good. The ideas that are good will spread on their own if you can have free speech and free communication. So that's what we're trying to do now. We've got a good messenger in Joe Biden to get this message out there. But the real message comes when people realize, hey, this saved my life. And I understand people can feel really miserable. You don't want your life saved, but we do want your life saved. It gets better, and we'll make it better for everyone. Stay tuned. I'm going to have some more videos coming up. But go Joe, and consider the plan as soon as possible to let everybody know. I'm going to pass the torch to Bernie, or I'm going to endorse Bernie because the people still endorse Bernie and support Bernie. And we're all going to endorse AOC in 2028. It will let Trump and Putin know that their plan to destroy democracy didn't work and will never work. And we're going to have a strong force against letting any of that arise again. Thanks. See you soon.